It's a super cold January evening here in Oregon, and I decided this week to do a self-portrait. It's something that I actually developed sort of a practice in doing every year around my birthday. And it's sort of my way of marking time. I thought how cool it would be decades from now when I'm old to have all of these self-portraits to look back on from my life and kind of see the progression both of my skills as a painter, but also where I was mentally and spiritually in those times. So it's not so much about getting a likeness. It's also important for me to study my inner world and where I'm at right now in my life. This past week, I began the project. This is part 1. So what I did was I set up a mirror, and in the past, many of my self-portraits have been me looking directly into a mirror, and that's quite hard because I do a lot of measuring, and so every time I lift my sighting stick up to take a measurement of my face to check proportions, my hand will just block my view. This time, what I had was something that Yulin made, which is like 2 big mirrors that are fused together like a book, and so they open at a right angle or whatever angle you want, and where you're looking not directly at the viewer. It made a pretty interesting pose where I'm not just like driver's license kind of dead on. So like I said, it's January, it's the middle of winter. Typically life can be pretty slow, and it has been for me. However, there was a lot of other things going on in my life, but sitting down and really getting myself going with another self-portrait felt really good. I went through quite a few months of preparing for an exhibit that happened at the beginning of December, so I was pretty ready for a break after that. Then once I finally get a project going, mid-January or around this time, there can be a little bit of friction of getting myself to work. So I reminded myself that actually I just did my drawing in a couple of 20-minute sessions, and then I called it good for the first day. And then the second day, I just said, okay, all I'm gonna do right now is mix my colors. And it's super calming and meditative to just sit there and mix paints. I love it.